Hey there. Wow. If you are a returning subscriber, I am so honored that you give me your time and that you trust me with my information, with your brain. Thank you. And if you're a first timer, I'm here to help bridge that gap of where you want to go, where you know you should go, where you're called to go, and where you're at now. I'm here to help bridge that gap with love, kindness, and compassion. So let's strap on and do this. Today I'm going to say something that's a little bit intense for me. So before I go in there, I just wanted to say, for those of you who heard my first video and got offended in any way, I'm sorry. I don't, this is my heart and soul that I bring into these videos because I believe that we all deserve to hear it the way it is rather than the nice, pretty version. And I want to promote being completely authentic and being real with our truths, even if that means that it might paint other people not so pretty. As long as we're not blaming or angry at them, it's okay, because it's our truths and we deserve to have our truths too. So I wanted to pass that on, and I also wanted to make sure that for those of you, all right, that's it for now. In a later video, I can perhaps go further. What I wanted to talk about was leverage. And leverage is a hard one for me to talk about because I got such insane leverage that it's amazing. So for a while now, I was creating leverage for myself. And then Tony Robbins came and did the ultimate leverage for me. He absolutely changed my life in UPW. He had us really envision what happens if we don't change. What happens in 2 years if you don't change? What happens? And while I speak, feel free to do this a little bit for yourself. Just like kind of see what happens to yourself and how it feels. I promise you it'll feel good at the end. So what happens in 2 years if you add all the pain you had from your past and add another 2 years of the pain? And come on, you know exactly how that pain's going to look because you've been going through it day in, day out. So imagine another 2 years, day in, day out of this pain. How does that feel? Who are you? Go into that image of you 2 years from now, standing in front of that mirror. What do you want to say to that person? Do you love them or do you hate them? How many people in your life are no longer there because you didn't change? How many people in your lives are hurting because you didn't change? Really envision how that feels. What about in 5 years from now? Let's add another 3 more years of pain on top of those. What if we can allow all the pain to go through our body? How's your body aging? How do you feel? Are you happy to wake up in the morning? Are you closer to your dreams? Or are you letting go of them because they're too big and too far away? How do you feel? If you can really step into 5 years from now and go in front of that mirror and look yourself in the face, what do you have to say? Or perhaps, are you not on this earth at all? Are you watching your family in pain because of you? Are you watching them crying, your nieces, your cousins, your siblings, your children? What kind of pain did you leave because you didn't change? I know we're going harsh, but go all the way if you want to get to the other side. That's what he told me. And I did. And then we added more. What if 10 years pass? What if we take all the pain of your childhood, all of it, all the way up to today, and we add another 10 years of this pain? What do you look like? How do you feel about yourself, about life, about others, about people? How do you feel? How do you look at the world? What kind of person are you in this world? How helpful are you? How much pain do you cause? Is this the person that your little one would be proud of? Bring your little one just for a second out. Bring 5-year-old you out and have him or her look at you in 10 years. If nothing changes, that's how you look in 10 years. I didn't give you that image. You projected it. Your brain was hardwired to project the future, and it's usually pretty accurate. You know that. You always have that sense. So what if you're in 10 years from now in this projected future, and you have your little one sitting right here looking at it? Is she sad? Is she happy? Is she running? Does she want to talk to her, or does she not even want to see her at all? How's that for you? What about in 20 years? Add that pain, let it land into your body. Let yourself feel it. The pain of 20 years of not listening to your voices that tell you what to do, of 20 years of not living up to your potential, of 20 years of just saying tomorrow, or just saying I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm not. In 20 years from now, you'll be old. How do you feel then? What do you see? What is no longer possible for you? Who's no longer in your life because you didn't change? What kind of effects do you have on your children because you didn't change? What kind of pain do you pass on to them because you didn't change? How do you look at life? Are you ready to continue adding on more pain? You know the drill. What about 30 years from now? Let that pain land in. See yourself aging. Look in the mirror. What do you want to tell that guy? What do you want to tell that girl? Say it out loud. If you have the courage, say it out loud. And say it like you mean it. Like, oh, you idiot. You just lost your whole life. Let yourself be angry. Let yourself feel. Feel yourself in 30 years from now. Feel it. I usually do this in a lot longer than these few minutes. I'm sorry this is a longer video, but I want to do this all the way. So we're going to go for 40 years from now. All right. I feel like you guys had enough. So let's slowly take off 10 years. Drop it off. And as we take off these years, I'm going to tell you why we're taking them off. Because the truth is, you aren't in that future. You're here and now. And as I speak, let the years slowly take off. And you still have the opportunity to let this go. You have the opportunity for this pattern, for this projected future to be just that, a projected future, not a reality. So it's time to let it go. It's time to let go of the patterns that create this and to give you the opportunity to create whatever you want. When I said in my last video I was asleep, that means I had no idea that I can control, for real, choose what my life looks like. I kept walking into my projected future without feeling I had a choice. I want to give you that choice. That's where your projected future is, but you're not there now. Let's let go of the final 10 years, and when you let it go with the gratitude of, oh my God, I'm here and now. I'm 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, whatever it is, I'm 20, 30, 40 years younger than that vision I had. And I can choose to change life. I can choose to make it whatever I want it to be. I don't care what my past was. I don't have to make that my future. My past does not determine my future. It's just my past. It's not my future. When I know we're short on time, but I'm going to go for it anyway. When I went for this vision, I saw myself no longer on this earth, watching the people I loved crying and in pain. Each of them each of the people I vowed to love and take care of, they were in pain because I didn't change. And because I didn't change, I didn't make it past just a couple of years down the road. And I couldn't have that. And that was how I got leverage. When I saw that pain. When I recognized that there's no way I would let them ever go through that. What was your leverage? Now either you can stay there or you can come back properly and say, oh my God, I'm here. I'm now. I'm in the future. I'm in the present. I can change my future. I saw the future. I don't like it. I can change it. You just went in a little time machine. That's all. It's up to you. What you do with your life. What do you want to do with it? In the next video, I'm going to talk to you about how we really start to project ourselves into a future that we like. How we become literally a magnet so that we get everything we want to come into our life. And we get the best feeling ever. All right. Please let me know if you feel like this was too long. I couldn't do this any shorter, but that's one of the thoughts that keep coming through my head, and I want to let that go for the next video. So let me know what you think, and I'm wishing you luck in creating a future that you love, and I'm really glad that you're letting me come on your journey and help you with it. See you soon.